I know you can't win every single hockey game, but this was a game that the Oilers should have won in terms of the chances they generated, how many shots they had. They had a 2-0 lead 10 minutes into this hockey game. But credit to the Detroit Red Wings, they fought back. They managed to tie the game up in the second, and then they won the game in the skills competition, the shootout, which I don't really count as anything. I don't like the shootout. I wish the NHL would get rid of it completely. It was the first time the Oilers have been involved in a shootout since last season. And the overtime, at least the penalty kill was good. But Connor McDavid, he had the puck on his stick 2-on-1 with Bouchard. You think it's going to be money? No, McDavid, he bobbles the puck a little bit, doesn't even get a shot off. But the real story of this game, other than Alex Lyon, who was the first star in my opinion. Congrats to Alex Lyon. Also, Detroit Red Wings fans, good game. GG's. If you tuned into the live stream, thank you so much. You were all great sports. And if you enjoyed the live stream, and if you end up enjoying this post-game fan reaction, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed, as we have now officially passed 4,500 subscribers. So thank you all so much. Round of applause to the best fans on the planet in oil country, and not just Oilers fans, fans of all over the tune in. Thank you all so much. But as I was saying, the real story of this hockey game was special teams, the power play. The Oilers with a 2-0 lead, they get a power play. They don't convert. They get another power play. They don't convert. They had an opportunity to allow that power play. Yes, they did score on their first opportunity of the game, but their power play could have completely changed the outlook of this game if Edmonton was able to bear down and have killer instinct. And all season long, just when you think that power play is starting to turn things around, it just takes a couple steps back, and that was the difference maker tonight. Detroit, of course, they did not score on their power plays. Credit to the Edmonton penalty kill, who did great, especially in overtime. That was a great kill in overtime. The 4-on-3 is very difficult to defend. Darnell Nurse made a couple great plays. Overall, fun game. It's an unfortunate loss. As an Oilers fan, I'm not that upset because you're not going to win every single hockey game. Do you want to win every game? Absolutely. But in terms of things that I think were really egregiously awful, I think the Oilers actually played one of their better games in a while. They played way better than they did against Seattle. They played better than they have in recent games. If they keep generating the amount of chances like they did tonight, they're going to put the puck in the net more often than not. They're going to have more success. But Alex Lyon, man, for the Detroit Red Wings, what a goalie. He absolutely, I wouldn't say completely stole it, because I want to give a lot of credit to Stuart Skinner as well. First goal to beat Stu went under his arm off a perfect deflection in front by Rasmussen. The second goal was a partial breakaway by Dylan Larkin, Detroit's arguably their best player, to tie the game at 2. And then neither team was able to find the back of the net. Both teams were trading chances. Stuart Skinner made some really, really good saves. And people are going to look at Money Puck and be like, oh, well, Stuart Skinner only faced 2.8 expected goals, but Natural Stat Trick had the expected goals for Detroit at 4.4. I don't know what Evolving Hockey has. This is why advanced analytics, you need a little bit more information. You need a little bit more context. So always do your own research and come to your own conclusions. The eye test for me said Stuart Skinner played a wonderful hockey game. I really liked Stu Skinner's game tonight. I thought he was solid in the crease. Yeah, he didn't make a save in the shootout. What can you do? Shootouts suck anyways. I don't care about that, if I'm going to be honest. I don't think that individual single point is going to come back to bite the Oilers too hard. But Stu Skinner tonight, he finishes with a .941 save percentage. He gives up 2 goals in regulation. Of course, the goals against in the shootout do not count. Stuart Skinner played well, and if I see anyone blaming Skinner for this loss, I think that's super unfair. There are nights where Stuart Skinner can be the conversation, but tonight the conversation is the Detroit Red Wings coming back. They're riding high under their new coach, Todd McClellan. They got the stops when they needed them from Alex Lyon, and in the shootout, Lucas Raymond scored, and of course, Dylan Larkin scored. And it's 3-2. It's 3-2 for Detroit in the shootout, but Edmonton, like I said, they maintain pace in the Pacific. They are now 1 point up on the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, as of the recording of this video, I don't know where Vegas is in terms of their score. I'm going to take a quick look here. It is 1-1 in the third period against Columbus for Vegas. So the Oilers could end up finishing the night up 1 point with the game in hand, or Vegas could end up 1 point up with the same amount of games. So as of the recording of this video, that game is not done yet. But for the Edmonton Oilers, it was a solid effort. These games happen. we're not going to over panic. We're not going to over worry about it. In terms of players that I do want to talk about, though, John Klingberg, I thought looked okay. You could tell he has some rust, right? John Klingberg, his first game back in the lineup, in any NHL lineup since November of 2023. He took a hard hit early. I thought he looked fine. He didn't get a whole lot of ice time. I would have liked to see maybe a little bit more of him, but they were clearly sheltering him in a limited role. He did play 16:39. He finished -1 on the night. Evan Bouchard, he led the defensive group tonight for the Edmonton Oilers, 25-40. He had 1 assist, +1 rating. I thought Bouchard had a really good game, real solid. In terms of the forward group for Edmonton, Jeff Skinner scored, but he only played 11 minutes. Jeff Skinner scoring in his second straight game. Of course, he did score against the Buffalo Sabres, and then he was healthy scratched against Seattle, put back in the lineup tonight. Scores for Edmonton, made a couple really good defensive plays on the back check as well, and he only played 11 minutes. I'm not sure what it's going to take for this coaching staff to give Jeff Skinner a proper look higher up the lineup. I love Vasily Podkolzin. He's not putting the puck in the net right now. I love Victor Arvidsson. He's not putting the puck in the net right now. Jeff Skinner has 9 goals, 9 in limited ice time, and he's healthy scratched every second or third game. Enough. Jeff Skinner has to start getting into the lineup, in my opinion. He could have been a difference maker tonight. He could have been a difference maker if they just give him a chance, because he is producing now in limited minutes. And Chris Knobloch, if you're listening, man, I know you probably aren't. Nobody watches my videos from the Oilers coaching staff. Give Jeff Skinner a look. And a player that I think is really struggling right now is Connor Brown, personally. Connor Brown not having a real good game out there. He finished -1. He did start the game on McDavid's wing, but as the game wore on, I think there was at one point 10 or 15 straight minutes of game time where Connor Brown did not see the ice. I think Chris Knobloch was sending a bit of a message there. Connor Brown did not have a good game. Vasily Podkolzin only played 12:16. Arvidsson played 12:42. But McDavid played 25 minutes tonight. Leon Draisaitl, 24. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 23 minutes. These guys, it's too much ice time for your big guns. I know a lot of that ice time came from overtime, but the big guns didn't get it done tonight. Connor McDavid in overtime, couple looks, couldn't get it done. Leon Draisaitl hit a post in the third period, or maybe the second period. Maybe it was the third period. No, it was the second period. Hit a post, and then, of course, in overtime, he walked into the slot. He got a shot off. Alex Lyon made a big save. Sometimes you win them. Sometimes you lose them. When it comes to the shootout, it's a crapshoot. It is a coin flip. That's all it is. Not going to get worked up about it. But in terms of the overall play, I thought the team tonight was fine. If they play like this against Toronto, obviously you want to limit the amount of high danger chances against Toronto, because they will make you pay, even though they are dealing with some injuries. John Tavares is not in the lineup. Austin Matthews has battled injuries all season long. That matchup against Toronto on Saturday is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. I cannot wait. I don't have a whole lot more in this post-game fan reaction, but I want to hear from you, the fans. I need to know what you thought about this game. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section below. The good, the bad, the ugly. Who was the player of the game for you? Who stunk up the joint? And tomorrow we'll have a day after discussion. I'll go through your comments. If you have any questions, I will answer those questions in the day after discussion tomorrow. Thank you all so much for always tuning in, always supporting me. We did hit 4,500 subscribers tonight, which I truly appreciate. So thank you all very, very much. From the bottom of my heart, which is beating a lot faster than it should be. I'm not supposed to be getting my heart rate up, but the Oilers seem to play these cardiac games that are just... You're always on edge because it's always a 1-goal game. For once, I need these Oilers to just... When they get a lead, hold a lead, right? We've seen this team come back in games where they get down 2 goals early. Well, tonight it was Uno reverse. They got Uno reverse tonight against the Detroit Red Wings, Alex Lyon. And you know what? Congrats, Todd McClellan. I went over the stats with McClellan. I was talking on stream tonight. I think I disrespected him too much. I think the hockey gods were not happy with me because I said I did not like Todd McClellan when he was coach of the Oilers, and I said he was overrated as a head coach. That's on me, Oil Country. I think I jinxed that one. But that's all I have for tonight. We'll see you tomorrow for the day after, and then Saturday morning, I'll have the pregame report up for the Oilers and Leafs. Saturday night, Hockey Night in Canada. All Canadian matchup. I will be doing another live stream commentary. I cannot wait. It is going to be so much fun. Until then, make sure you tell someone that you love them. And as always, fight like a kid. Fight like Ben. Let's go, Oilers. We'll see if they're still in first in the Pacific by the end of this recording, or if Vegas will retake it against Columbus tonight. We'll see you soon. Take care.